What's cracking, YouTube? Today we are going to be talking about the new Master Duel event, Dice Rally. I'm going to discuss it a little bit, and then I have some really good replays to show you guys. I hope you're not sick of War Rock yet, because they're all War Rock replays. And you're going to see I am the only player in Master Duel who is currently playing War Rock. So I don't think you can be sick of it, because it's not something you see all the time. But let's take a look at the Dice Rally event and some of the rules around it. This is, I think, a pretty interesting event that Konami's running. I have been having a pretty good time with it. Obviously, with any event like this, there's going to be a custom ban list. I'm not sure why they decided to exclude synchro monsters. I really couldn't tell you. It seems like it's not for balance reasons, so yeah, I'm not 100% sure what the deal with that is, though. In terms of, oops, we don't want the rules. We want the ban list. They did do some good things with this ban list. Obviously, I'm sure you can see they banned a lot of like kind of nonsense burn cards. You know, Dark Snake Syndrome. There were a few more I saw up here, I think. Some of these are already just naturally banned, I do believe. One thing I noticed is that they banned United We Stand and Mage Power, which seems like a really weird choice to me. I'm not 100% sure why they did that. They also banned Necro Valley, which is a weird one. Gravekeepers are like very fusion based, but the deck kind of doesn't function unless Necro Valley's on the field. I don't know if they felt like it was too much of a floodgate for most decks, because you're going to see as I'm scrolling through here, there are quite a few floodgate bans as well. Skill Drain is banned. Attacking floodgates like Wall of Revealing Light, Level Limit Area B, those are banned. Backfire is a burn card. Chain Burst is a burn card, those are banned. Fire Arc Karene is banned. Silva. If anybody here saw my Duel Triangle video, you saw that Fire King duel that I had where Silva nearly put me in a really bad spot. So I think that's good that that's banned. It's ironic how many burn cards they banned. I'm going to show you guys a duel where I literally lost 2 burn, which is really unfortunate. But yeah, it's just a very interesting ban list. I agree with a lot of the stuff that I saw in here, like Bamboo Shoot's annoying, it's just a floodgate. It's, I think, good that they're trying to encourage people to play without floodgates, because they do feel like just a very nonsense way to win. You're kind of just preventing your opponent from playing the game. I know War Rock has War Rock Medium, which can act as a floodgate, but it really only stops effects in main phase 1. People who have read the card have actually worked around that in that way, where they'll go into their battle phase and go into main phase 2 and then start using monster effects. So it's really like, it's a very, very light floodgate in terms of floodgating. You need to have a level 7 or higher War Rock on the field for it. I only have 2, I only have 1 medium. So in that sense, like, I don't think it's like really broken at all. A lot of times all it really does is just stop other decks from steamrolling me. I did notice that Majestic, the Goku N, the zombie version of Majestic Mech Oka is on the list again. Go figure. Max C is on the list again. Which again, yeah, that one makes sense. That one I think is a good ban. I don't know why the Goku N is on here. Let me see if I can find it. Dimension Shifter is not a bad one. Muhammad the Fairy Dragon they put on there because of the burn damage. They put all the Floowandereezes on here, which seemed weird to me. I don't know, is Floowandereeze like a floodgate? I'm not sure about that one. They've got some Labyrinth stuff on here. That's kind of cool. Kashtira stuff is on here. Nice. I don't know why they put all the Mikanko stuff on here. That seems like a strange choice, because I don't ever see anybody playing Mikanko. I've had some annoying games against Mikanko, but I don't know that it's like that banned, or that like broken. Diabellstar's on here. They put some Horus Engine stuff on here. Hubel on here. The limited list, I wish they would do more of what they did here with the limited list, where they kind of just put like a lot of cards for different archetypes, like King Sarcophagus at 1, Another Horse Monster at 1, Wanted, Seeker of the Sinful Spoils at 1, Tenpai Dragon stuff at 1, Millennium stuff at 1, Fiendsmith stuff at 1. I wish they would do more events with that. I think a lot of times the brokenness of these decks comes down to the fact that people are just running a lot of these cards in triplicate. And I feel like if they just were forced to play less engine or play more slower paced cards, that it would maybe balance with the engine, but they don't normally do that, and I don't know that they've ever done that previously. But yeah, overall, I think the ban list was pretty solid. There's still been some annoying games in here. Like I said, them banning a lot of burn stuff did not completely shut everything down. But basically, it looks like I can't go back to my first board, but I think that the additional rules that they're adding through Dice Rally are fairly interesting. So you know, if you land on this space, both players are going to start with one more card in their opening hand. If you land on any of these card spaces, you're going to open with that card. So right now, I'm opening with Royal Surrender. I'm not sure if it's in my hand or face down, but it's given to me automatically. I've had some interesting stuff with this where I've seen people start with some kind of interesting cards, and I started with a Blue Eyes at one point, which was pretty cool. It's just like a fun additional thing. Sometimes there's going to be other rules where you start with 4,000 life points. That's probably why they banned a lot of burn cards. There's another one on here, like I said, where both players start with one more card in their opening hand. Those are a bit trickier in my opinion. I don't mind the both players starting with 4,000 life points one. I don't think that one's that bad. Both players starting with one card in their hand has been a little bit difficult for me because, especially if my opponent's going first, which is preferable in War Rock, them having that 6-card hand does more for them than me having a 7-card opening hand, because that's one of the reasons they changed the master rules in the first place. Going first is very powerful, and if you are going to open the game with 6 cards, you have an inherent larger advantage. That's one of the reasons that they changed it so that the first turn player does not start with a 6-card starting hand. So in general though, again, I think it's been very interesting with these new cards or new rules and stuff hitting the field and changing the way the game is played. I haven't been changing my deck to accommodate. I think it's more fun to just stick with a deck and do what you can to try and play around the additional rules. I think that's been the most fun way that I've been playing it. I don't really see the need to like create new decks every time I get a new rule added. I feel like that would just be a really big headache. So yeah, been playing a lot of War Rock. It's been a lot of fun. I'm going to show you guys some of the duels that I've had. I'll show you some wins. I'll show you some losses. This one, I don't think that one was that exciting. I think this one. Yep, okay. So we were playing against Memento. I'm not actually certain if this is the loner Memento that they give, or if it's one that they built. We can check that out in a second here, but it's basically just all the key Memento cards with a few staples thrown in, like Droll Lockbird, Ash Blossom, Fuelos, which does mostly nothing against War Rock in most circumstances. Same with Nibiru. That card ain't doing much for him. Triple Tactics. Maybe if they blow up my War Rock monster with an effect, that could do something, or if I use Basileos, but well, I guess Meteor Dragon can trigger too. But yeah, a lot of those meta cards don't do a ton. I will say the Ash Blossoms hurt me, as they always will. I think in just about any modern Yu-Gi-Oh deck, but this was a pretty solid duel overall. So opponent picked to go first. I was okay with that. They start with a Magical Midbreaker Field in their hand, and I'm opening with a Roulette Barrel on the field. Obviously with War Rock, we want our battle phase, so them going first is totally fine. They're going to go into Memento Clan Tatsunoko, or Tatsuno Toshigiri. God, Memento's so hard to keep up with, especially even with the names. Tatsunu Toshiga. We're just going to say that they're doing Memento stuff right now. They're going to do Memento Fusion, Memento Clan Fusion for the Tekutlika Creation King. They're milling 3 more. They're doing Goblin. There's milling 2 more. Akihiran activates. Oh my god. I saw someone the other day say online, like, man, I'm done dueling Memento. Their turns take forever. They really do. Oh wow, finisher rank number 2. I didn't see the usage rate either, but it seems like a lot of people are playing Memento right now. I thought I saw like a 39%, but that might not have been usage rate. That might have been something else. The turns really do take forever. I don't know why they got rid of the Memento Miklan in that moment. I'm not sure if there was like an effect for it to banish at the end of the turn or something, the way it was played or what, but they got rid of it for, I think, the magical Midbreaker field. For some reason too, they used the Creation King's effect to chain Roulette Barrel, even though I couldn't destroy their monsters. I was kind of just doing it for the lulz. And Tekutlika is going to special summon back the Creation King. Akihiran's going to special summon itself. I do reinforcements in the army for Rookie Warrior Lady, Mahmoud for Rookie Warrior Lady. As a fact, Mahmoud unfortunately doesn't get to kill him or destroy him because of their quick play Bowen Party, so I just attack into Akihiran because I can't get over the Horned Dragon. Blow up the field spell, which I then ended up realizing was the magical Midbreaker field. I didn't see it get added to their hand at the beginning of the game. Set expendable die. They're gonna attack. I'm gonna use Rookie Warrior Lady again, who I got back with Warrior Turning Alive. They're gonna try the Creation King. I used the expendable die. I was gonna blow up the Creation King because they're gonna destroy their Memento Clan Horned Dragon. And unfortunately, they Ash Blossom it, which is so stupid in my opinion that they can do that. Because I know that it's a draw card, but it's not like it's, I don't know. Its main purpose is destroying cards. I just thought it was kind of stupid. I thought it was kind of dumb that they were able to negate that. Top decking in the mountain was good, but they're gonna just use the Creation King to destroy it before I get the search off, which was a huge bummer. Akihiran gives back the Memento Miklan. What can I do except set Wento and pass here? I was hoping that maybe they would use Creation King to blow up Wento. I don't know that it would have done much for me because even Meteor Dragon wouldn't have saved me, but they use the effect of Bowen Party, banish it so he can do piercing. I special summon Basileos and kind of top deck in here. I did get medium gear, which was awesome. That was a great card to pull. That's going to stop them from activating their Creation King's effect until the battle phase. I used medium to set another mountain, and they Ash Blossom it. Of course they Ash Blossom it. What else would they do? What other card could you possibly play? I used Rookie Warrior Lady here to grab back Wento so I could attack over the Creation King. And I guess they didn't read Wento because they didn't use the quick effect of Creation King, which I'm pretty sure is not during the main phase. Yeah, it's not during the main phase. So Basileos attacks and destroys it. They're gonna trigger their effects, bring back Horned Dragon and Akihiran. And this is where I think medium really started messing them up. I don't think they read medium. I don't think they were paying attention to what medium does. They go into the battle phase here and they just ram the Horned Dragon into Basileos. Their field spell's gonna trigger here, but they couldn't destroy the Horned Dragon with Anguish during main phase 1. If they had just gone into their main phase 2, they may have fared much better against what was going on, because if they destroyed Basileos, he would have gotten banished. I would have been in a bit more of a pinch. Obviously, I couldn't search any more monsters with Mountain because it had already been stopped, so yeah. This one... Yeah, so I'll show you guys this one. This one I was really salty about losing. It's Bestial Red Eyes. Looking at their deck list now, I can see that it's not a super great deck list, which makes me even kind of more upset that I lost to it. They've got 5 bricks in the opening hand. Honestly, I would say the Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon would make 7 bricks, because you can't, like, these are okay, no, that can special summon itself. I'd say 7 bricks here. So, kind of a bummer that I lost this one, but let's take a look. I don't play my losses too often, and a lot of times it's just because they're not eventful duels, like nothing really happens. It's usually that my opponent just sets up their board, it's my turn, I get negated, I lose. There was some good back and forth in this one, so I will show it to you guys. I'm still salty that I lost it because they basically just kind of burned me to death, and that's kind of lame. So they open with the Red Eyes Fusion, right into the Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. Average rank number 17, so a lot of people are playing this card. I mean, it's not like top played card, it's not like the top played card, but number 17 out of like thousands of cards, it's seeing a good amount of play. They're going to do Bestial Magnum Hut here, and then the turn's going to add Lubellion, of course. They're going to just do the standard Bestial engine stuff. This is another reason that I find engines to be kind of boring, because you're always just doing the same things. They're going to discard Lubellion for Druid Worm. Lubellion is going to trigger and get rid of the Magnum Hut to bring itself onto the field. Lubellion is going to activate the branded continuous spell Branded Regain. Saronir triggers, banishing the Magnum Hut. Regained activates, put Magnum Hut back, draw a card, Rocket Synchron, bring out Red Eyes. I don't know why they didn't synchro here. Oh, you know, I do know why. It's because there are no synchros in this event. But anyways, they didn't read my cards, or they just didn't care or think that Wento was anything to worry about. They're going to destroy it with Dark Dragoon. I'm going to take 1800 burn. They negate Wento's effect to special summon a Warrock from the deck by discarding the Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon. And I had to take the 3K here because Warrock's Spirit only protects from Battle Destruction once. I figured I would need Wento to beat over the Dark Dragoon. I was kind of just hoping to top deck Warrock Mountain here, and I ended up top decking it. So that worked out nicely. I activated the Magnum Shield to try and bait out the Red Eyes Black Dragoon, or the Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. I think he didn't think it was a card to worry about, because when Wento was in defense, it gained 1800 defense. I don't think he maybe read and saw that it was going to gain 1800 attack when in attack position, but I couldn't activate Mountain because Dark Dragon would have negated it. I activate it in main phase 2, get Meteoragon into my hand, and I was feeling pretty good at this point. Activated Battle Mania to force him to attack with all his monsters. They're going to use Red Eyes Insight for another Red Eyes Fusion, which was basically just like the card of the duel. This is what won them everything. I used Waboku here because I didn't know if they were going to go for another Dragoon. So I figured, okay, might as well use this now to protect myself so it doesn't get negated. They end up going for the Red Eye Archfiend Black Skull Dragon. They're going to use Branded Beast to destroy Wento. Wento's going to bring out Mahmood. Warrock Mountain's going to bring out Meteoragon. I'm not worried here because Waboku's under effect, so I'm not taking damage. All my monsters are protected. Mahmood's going to activate here. I'm going to destroy the Branded Beast so that doesn't keep looping and blowing up my cards. They're going to use the Archfiend Black Skull Dragon and do 2,400 points of burn, so that's 4,200 points of burn I've taken at this point. The A Forces was a solid top deck in my opinion, although looking back, I wish I'd gotten Warrock Medium or Warrock Dignity. Actually might have saved me the game, but I activate it. Warrock Mountain brings out Warrock Bashileos to the field. Again, 0.001% usage rate. We're going to destroy the Branded Regained with Mahmood because I'm sick of it. Meteoragon negates Saronir. They're going to do Druid's Worm to banish the Saronir and special summon it. And Meteoragon really does come in clutch in this deck. Like, Bashileos I think is also a cool boss monster, but Meteoragon just messes with so many strategies. So Meteoragon is going to prevent Druid's Worm from activating. Mahmood destroys the Lubellion, and then Bashileos attacks over the Archfiend Black Skull Dragon. At this point, they're top decking. I'm like, cool, I got this. This is in the bag. But they're going to use the Red Eyes Black Meteor Dragon and banish it to add a Red Eyes Fusion from their deck or graveyard to their hand. And they're going to activate it, and they're going to summon the Meteor Black Comet Dragon, and Meteor Black Comet Dragon is going to send a Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon to do 1400 burn. So they basically did 5600 points of burn throughout that duel, which is kind of disgusting. It's kind of aggravating, but what are you gonna do? That's Yu-Gi-Oh, you know? There was two more duels. Do I have a replay for this one? Which one was this? This one was pretty good, but I'm pretty sure I have a replay saved of it in my replay section. We'll watch it there. Yeah, here, so we've got 2 Dice Rally duels here in that I saved replays of. So this first one was someone just playing Fiendsmith Ninja. Again, with engines, like, you're gonna see, because they basically start the duel just doing everything Fiendsmith. They didn't really focus on anything Ninja related, and I thought it was really stupid. You're playing Ninja, dude, play Ninja. There's so many other good Ninja cards that you could have included in the deck that may have shut down my War Rock stuff, but they went with Fiendsmith. It was incredibly annoying, but we were able to eke out the win. So, and I get it too. Like, yes, Fiendsmith is good. The Fiendsmith engine is good. It's going to be good in most decks, but honestly, in my opinion, didn't save him here, even though it was incredibly frustrating. So they're going to start with the Protector of the Sanctuary on the field. They're going to do Fiendsmith stuff here. They're going to do Track to add Lori. Fateful Lori is going to special summon itself. They're going to do Lacrima to send Engraver. They're going to link for Requiem. They're going to do Sequence. Sequence is going to bring out Desiree. They're going to link the 2 off into Agnumde. Agnumde is going to bring back Desiree and equip to it. Sequence is going to equip to it. And look at that. They have a 58k beater who can negate up to 5 cards on the field. It is untargetable by card effects because of Sequence. Like, what do you do about this? It's nuts. What I did was I used Reinforcement of the Army to grab Rookie Warrior Lady, summon Orpus. Orpus summons Gactos. I was thinking like, hey, Rookie Warrior Lady, put Desiree's attack at 0 and Orpus will attack it, but it would still have 3,000 attack even with Rookie Warrior Lady. It would still have more attack than its base attack. So I have Orpus attack the Protector of the Sanctuary. Desiree's going to negate Orpus and Gactos. Main phase 2, activate Medium. Medium activates to set Mountain. Mountain activates to give me Mamoon, because I was like, maybe if I can battle, I can destroy those equips. And then I set Pinpoint Guard. My thought process here was to use Rookie Warrior Lady's effect on anyone but Desiree, and then Pinpoint Guard her back to the field. But I do believe something happens here that destroys my Pinpoint Guard. Yeah, so they're going to go into Lacrima. Oh yeah, it was the Desiree. I mean, that's one thing that I think is nuts about this. Like, you do risk like a Called by the Grave or a DD Crow here to do this combo, but if you can pull it off, you can just use Desiree for more material for fusions and links, and then just get it back onto the field and re-equip it with everything. So they've got Desiree, Lacrima, Engraver. Who would ever think this is a ninja deck at this point? And then Desiree's going to negate all of my face-up cards. They have not played a single ninja card yet. So everything was negated. I did use Rookie Warrior Lady here so I could out the Lacrima. I can't use Orpus's effect. Lacrima is going to trigger to do 1200 burn, and then Desiree is going to attack the Orpus and destroy him. So I wanted to get Lacrima off the field because that 600 attack decrease was genuinely actually kind of hurting me. Leaving Engraver on the field was a mistake on their part. Well, not necessarily a mistake, I guess that's just the board they ended on. Really helped me out. So I tricked them to trigger the Desiree by activating medium. They negate everything. I summon Mahmood. I give him the Sword of Dragon Soul. Gyarados has 100 more attack to beat over the Engraver. Mahmood activates to destroy the Agnunde. And then Mahmood has 100 more attack to destroy the Desiree. Desiree is going to trigger at this point to get Mahmood off the field, but we got rid of him. We got rid of him, and their field is empty, and they can't just keep bringing him back, and that I felt pretty good about. So next, they set a monster. At this point, I was like thinking that I could destroy that face down, especially with the A forces, to give Mahmood a little bit of a boost. That's why I set Warrock Ordeal. I wanted to kind of replenish my resources here, and especially that, I had Rookie Warrior Lady also to get Mahmood back, destroy the face down. I didn't really think I needed Dignity in this moment, but they're going to Ghost Bell on Haunted Mansion to negate the Rookie Warrior Lady. I activate the A forces. Gyarados attacks Tobari. Tobari can't be destroyed by battle the turn it's flipped. So that was kind of a bummer. I set the Dust Knight, and they are going to link into the Ninja Grandmaster Saizo. Again, we're 7 turns in. They're finally doing ninja stuff. They're going to set the Ninjutsu Art Notebook. They destroy the Dust Knight. Dust Knight sends Bashileos. Bashileos triggers at this point to bring himself onto the field. And I'm still feeling pretty good at this point. It's still feeling like, okay, I can do this. We've got the Warrock Medium Mini Floodgate going. I tried to use Medium to get a card onto the field. They trigger the Ninjutsu Art Notebook to set Gravity Ninja Geo. I'm going to set Warrock Dignity at this point. I can't use Dignity, so that's why I didn't attack, because I can't attack Saizo while it points to a monster. And if I attacked Geo, he would have flipped Gyarados and Bashileos face down, and I wouldn't have been able to change their battle positions. I didn't want to give him the opportunity to rush into, or to like have more time, to potentially do more Fiendsmith stuff, to do more ninja stuff. Ninjas can't be tricky. They flipped the Geo, probably thinking that they were going to trigger his effect. Medium negates it. They normal summon the Luri. I was worried about them linking off at this point, so I used the expendable die, and I was going to tribute Gyarados to destroy Geo because I wanted to make it so that Saizo didn't point to any monsters anymore. Of course, they trigger the red reboot. Go figure, to negate it. I know that this card probably, I don't think red reboot sees that much play, but oh my god, just like the sheer number of better cards that people play to me. And yet they're still not able to beat me because, my honest opinion, I'm better at the game. And I'm biased, but that's how I feel about it. Like the games that I win because I play smart, I play incredibly strategically, and it doesn't matter that I have worse cards because I have a better plan in mind, I have better bait, I have, more understanding of the cards. Like this person I think might be the first person who recognized, oh, Medium stops me from using monster effects in the main phase 1. I'll do it in the main phase 2. So they tried to use Saizo here. I chain the Dignity so that they can end on relatively nothing on their board. But they are going to fusion off, or like contact fusion off, I guess, into Yaguramaru, the Armor Ninja. They're going to banish the, let's see, yeah, the Ninjutsu Notebook. They're going to banish Bashileos. So I'm top decking at this point. Like, expendable die does nothing without a monster. Luckily, I grabbed Warrock Skylar. That was probably the best top deck I could get. I set a Dignity. Battle phase brings Skylar onto the field. Skylar attacks Yaguramaru. Ordeal activates and gives me a draw. Skylar activates to bring out Orpus. Orpus attacks the Fabled Luri. Orpus sends a Shield Warrior. Ordeal activates to give me another draw. Main phase 2. Why didn't I summon the Wento? I guess maybe I was holding on to Wento just in case, but at that point, they got nothing, and that was game. That might be the first time I've ever been able to take out Desiree. I mean, just the negates on it are crazy. I mean, again, a 58k beater with 5 negates that's untargetable. I do feel that Warrock is uniquely equipped for dealing with that card. I think most other decks would really struggle and not play well or be able to beat that card. So, lucky me. But I had to play smart to do it too. There were points where it was really looking like I was totally screwed, and it was the order that I used my cards in, the choices that I made, and some of the top decks of what I was able to draw that made it so that I was able to take out that deck. This person was playing like a toy box engine Yugi deck. Kind of weird deck. They used toy box to set tank and soldier. They used the Buster Whelp to add the Buster Blader trap card. And here they're going to link off into Link Rebo. And yeah, at this point, for my Dice Rally event thing, I was starting with Protector of the Sanctuary. I wanted to just have them have to ram their Link Karibo into me with Battle Mania, so that's why I left my monsters in attack and didn't attack. I also knew that they would just toy box me, so I was like, okay, let's wait on that. I used the Battle Mania. They're going to use the Magician Souls. They tribute both for Red Eyes Black Dragon. I don't know why I used Waboku here, don't ask me. I don't think I needed to, I probably could have saved it, but for whatever reason I used it. At this point, I can't normal summon Orpus because of the Protector of the Sanctuary, so kind of almost hurts me in a way, starting with that card. It's nice to like stop your opponent from drawing cards, but I've only seen people searching. I haven't seen anybody really drawing, so I tribute it for Orpus. I have Gyarados attack the Red Eyes. I discard the Rookie Warrior Lady to destroy the Red Eyes. I send Bashileos. I screwed up again. This is like my third misplay. I thought that Orpus would trigger a summon when destroyed, so I attacked with it. He doesn't, so they toy box here and they get rid of the tank to destroy Orpus. I activate Warrior Returning Alive to grab back Rookie Warrior Lady. DD Crow negates it, banishes her. Man, everybody's shutting down the Rookie Warrior Lady today, or just like in Dice Rally. They see that it's an annoying card, although maybe it would have been better to save it for Bashileos. Too late now. They're going to activate Dark Magical Circle, grab a Dark Magician, Toy Tank tributes to bring out the Dark Magician Girl. Of course, it's all in the Infinite Impermanence column, so they're going to chain Infinite Impermanence to negate. And they're going to bring out the Dark Magician Girl. Although this, I mean, you know, I have a 200 attack bonus, so that didn't do much for them. They can't beat over Gyarados. But I have no cards that I'm top decking. I have one card in the field and I'm top decking to their 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards that they have. And Toy Box recycled the Toy Soldier and the Toy Tank. So this is bad. The Generation's a good top deck. At this point, I wanted to see if I could bait the Toy Box. So I have Gyarados attack. They trigger it. I'm wondering if they either A, knew that I could summon back out Bashileos, or B, just wanted to get the Toy Soldier effect off. Either way, they trigger it to destroy Gyarados. Gyarados activates. They chain Toy Soldier. Toy Soldier is going to special summon itself. Gyarados is going to bring out Meteoragon. Toy Soldier is going to add Blazing Cartesia, the Virtuous. Meteoragon is going to attack the Dark Magician Girl and activate again to attack the Toy Soldier. So it's, you know, I'm still behind. I was really worried that they were going to summon a Dark Magician and just banish Meteoragon with Dark Magical Circle. I did have Warrock Generations to still protect myself, but to my, not surprise, but just, you know, they didn't pull it off. They do the Toy Tank, tribute Toy Tank to bring out Buster Whelp. Cartesia is going to trigger here and fuse Dark Magician and Buster Whelp for, you guessed it, Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. I realized in this duel that you can do Dark Magician and Red Eyes or Dark Magician and one Dragon effect monster, which I'm sorry, for a card that has 1, 2, 3, 4, because it does burn. 5, 6 card effects. Like, my brother in Christ, just make them have to play the bricks so they can summon it. Like, just was wild to me that they could summon it with just a dragon effect monster, but they don't know how to read. They're brain dead. That's why they're playing the Dark Dragoon in the first place. They try to blow up Meteoragon with its effect. It doesn't work. You can't destroy Meteoragon with card effects. Battle phase here, they're attacking. I used Meteor Dragon to negate the Dark Dragoon's effect. They, I think, felt threatened because he was going to lose his effect, card effect, destruction protection, and targeting protection. So they negated the effect by discarding Toy Box. Now, they can negate the activated effect of Meteor Dragon, but his continuous effect does not get negated. So even though his activated effect is negated, he's not destroyed because he still has that continuous effect, which is not negated. At this point, they have no cards in their hand, so I'm going to activate Generations. Even if they hadn't negated with Dark Dragoon, I do believe I would have been able to save myself with Generations, because Meteor Dragon, I think, would have negated Dark Dragoon on attack declaration, and I think there still would have been time for me to activate Generations for the damage step or the battle step. Even if that didn't work, Meteor Dragon... Meteor Dragon would have been destroyed. So if that hadn't panned out that way, I probably would have lost, but I was pretty sure I could do that. So anyways, we activate Generations, bring out Fordia. Generations forces him to attack Fordia. Fordia is going to give me medium, and I'm going to trigger Bashileos at this point too and special summon Bashileos. Now, things are turning around a little bit. I got my 2 bosses on the field. I have medium, which is a really good comeback card. We activate medium to activate mountain, right? That's always the go-to. Mountain activates to bring out Mahmood, summon Mahmood, activate the effect of Gactos. Battle phase, Meteor Dragon is going to attack the Blazing Cartesia, and they try to use Toy Box, but you can't. That doesn't work against Meteor Dragon. Meteor Dragon says, fuck your destruction, fight me. Blows up Cartesia, Mahmood is going to activate, we finally destroy the Toy Box. Meteor Dragon triggers, Bashileos triggers, Bashileos direct attack for funsies, Meteor Dragon attacks the Dark Dragon to destroy it, and then Mahmood attacks directly for the win. And that's the game. Yeah, so that one was pretty good too. Got to utilize a lot of my stuff. A lot of these duels I'm really coming back from like next to nothing, and I think that's why they've been really cool and really exciting. I think that the extra rules for Dice Rally have not been, like I said earlier, playing too much of a part. The ban list doesn't seem to be really slowing people down either. There's still, like, as you can see, a lot of meta play, a lot of staples. There's Imperm, there's Ash Blossom, and you guys know how I play the game. I will never stoop to using that stuff. I'm always just going to try and play the game the way that I like playing the game, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it. Like, it's... I really do wonder if people weren't playing these staples, which obviously have somewhat of an impact on the decks that I'm playing, right? Like, it's annoying when Ash Blossom stops my expendable die and it stops my War Rock Mountain, but I can't help but wonder, like, what if they were playing more than that? What if they were playing more ninja stuff? What if they were playing, I don't know, that Yugi Toy Box just like slop deck was, I don't know what else they could have put in there, but yeah, like I do wonder how these duels would go if these people were playing more varied, interesting, intricate cards. I think that sometimes what happens in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is because there's certain cards that are always going to be good against the meta and do well against the meta. When you're not playing meta, when you're playing more unconventional stuff, that stuff can still be good, but it's not necessarily as insanely good as it would be against the modern meta deck. Like, we've seen this with Called by the Grave. It's like, cool, you negated my Wento's effect to special summon a Warrock from the deck. Great, that's not that big of a deal. You know, like, that's not slowing me down as much as you need it to, as much as it should. And it's cool to see that, because there are a lot of times where, like, modern meta decks will just shut down everything I try to do and negate everything I try to do. But in these instances, it just doesn't work, and yeah, I'm having a good time with it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you hanging in there, listening to me ramble. If you guys like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. And if you guys have any friends that are into this kind of Yu-Gi-Oh!, send them my way. Have them subscribe to the channel so they can see more awesome and epic duels like this. And let me know what you guys think of the Dice Rally event in the comment section below. Let me know if you like the rules. Let me know if you've seen any cool stuff happen with the additional cards, the additional rules being activated. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.